it's working. Yeah. Finish my coffee first. Very important. I think I'm live now. Hi everyone. I just gonna share something here that I was struggling for a little while. I was struggling to get the simvibe working with the Formula 1 2019, and I got a way around it. It's quite simple, no big deal. Took me a little while just to fit. Get the path right. Let me just check if my sound is working properly. Yeah, it seems working fine. Pardon for the quality of the video. I don't do this very often. It's just that I couldn't find anywhere else, and I'm sure there's more people looking for this. I'm gonna post on the owners club as well, answer to some questions that I found there as well. So basically, go to your game options, and then you go to settings, telemetry settings, and you make sure. I'm not sure what if this debug setting has nothing to do with it, but the way I'm doing it works, so leave it on. You go to UDP telemetry, leave it on. Broadcast mode on. UP address will be like you can't select that. So UDP port you leave as is 2777. Send rate I left the original. And UDP format it will be 2019. You put on legacy. So that's all you need to do in the game. Just gonna bring it up this screen now. The sim racing, the sim experience, sim vibe screen, the sim commander software. Bear with me for a second, because this stupid game doesn't have mouse support and keep hiding a mouse. So here I have it set already, but I'm gonna create a brand new one just to prove it works. I also put like a customized icon here, so I know which one is 2019 and 18. So you need to go to Control Center. I'm just gonna enlarge the picture a little bit, just so you see a bit better. I'm gonna center it like, yeah, no, a bit better, a bit bigger. Yeah, the bigger the better, so you can see slightly more clear what I'm doing. Yeah, I did not prepare very well, as you can see, but it doesn't matter. The important is the results, and the results are fantastic. So there you go. You kind of have a bit better to see this way. So you go to your control center, and then you go to manage sim setup buttons. You'll find where, like, if you want F1 2018, you can just create a copy of that, but like it's not really needed. All you need to do is go to settings, go to games, and then you need to add a new game. So I already have here Formula 1 2018 here. So basically, where is the 19? Yeah, I'm gonna do it manually here because mine is done already, so I don't even know why it's not showing here. You can do auto search, it will look for your game, but it won't do anything with F1 2019 because it's not yet released from the guys at, here it is. There you go. I have it created right here. I don't know, this bar is a bit weird to understand. I didn't even see there was a bar there. So I have it already. I'm gonna create a test one just to exemplify. Click on add button, then I'm gonna create a my game definition. You rename for Formula 1 2019 test stream. I'm putting here just to make sure I know what it is. Game plugin, you choose Formula 1 2018. And then the directory, you just go and find wherever your game is installed and whatever version you're running. In my case, I'm running DirectX 11. So I go to Steam library, Steam apps, common, Formula 1, where is it? But blind, Formula 1 2019, and I go to this file right here if I'm using DirectX 11, or this one if I'm using the 12. I'm using 11, so just click on open. This is just to recognize the game when it's open and to attach the software to the game. You don't need to put anything in the description. You can mark this button here if you don't want the software to close itself off automatically. I leave as is because if I'm not playing, it's just close it off and it's good and it's working fine. But if you want the thing to keep like open all the time, you mark this button as well. And here on advanced, you need to go to where it says F1 2018.exe and you put 2019 instead. And that's pretty much what you need to do from this part here. You don't need to save anything. Once you put there, it's saved unless you delete it. So now you go to manage sim setup buttons and you have to create a new profile from scratch. So you click on new from scratch. You put the name. Like if you just put the game there, it won't work until you create the setup, so the profile. So you put here F1 2019. I'm going to create another test stream profile. There you go. And then you choose the game you just created, test stream, whatever. And if you are very fussy, you want to distinguish which is which, you go to choose image, download an image from the internet or whatever, like I did here. And I have that image. And once you did this, you're pretty much good to go. So I have this test here. No, sorry, you're not good to go yet. You need to go to Control Center and add the effects you're going to use. And I'm going to go through some of the effects that I'm using that kind of enhance the force feedback. That's still, it's much better than the opinion. So you go to Output Mixer. And then in my case, I have extension mode and I have seat and shifter. So basically it's one under my seat and one under the pedals. The shifter here is my pedals, the seat's my seat. So I'm gonna add some effects. So add effect. Let me just check something out of output. Okay, no, not output tab. No, yeah, that's not what I want. So you go to seat, you go to add effect. So at the seat, I'm adding the oversteer effect. I didn't fine tune it yet. I basically just made it work, and I thought like I'm just gonna share this with people so they can start feeling around as well. So I put oversteer because I can't feel much oversteer in the game, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I keep losing traction and I can't feel on the wheel. And then you add rear suspension texture and rear suspension bumps. That's what I'm doing here. You don't forget to click them and mark them both on. I'm leaving at default values here just to make it simple. You can fiddle around if you feel like it's not good enough. Go to shifter, in my case, which is the one in the front. And in this one, I put in energy and vibrations with harmonics and load. I'm putting as well front suspension bumps. Front suspension texture. I'm putting lockup. This is what tells you like when the wheel's locking up. And you turn them all on. This engine vibration is I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's kind of cool. But if you do put this one, just make sure you put the number of cylinders here. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's 10 cylinders. I'm not sure. I'm a bit stupid with this, but I think it's 10. It's just gonna emulate a bit better. If you know exactly how many cylinders the cars have, just put it there. I'm gonna have to look around, but I think it's 10. So that's done. You have the effects sorted here, the shifter and the seat. They both all set up and ready to go. And once you have the game open, if you click twice on this, you'll try to open the game. If it fails, try to open the game manually, and then you come here like mine is open already. Click on that twice. And as you can see, it says there, initializing game launch, validating output mix and hardware. There's no errors, which means that it's supposed to be working. So now I'm just gonna fix the screen and show that it's actually working. So as you can see, there's nothing happening there with the light yet. It's just a red light showing that the amplifier is on. Going to the game, and I'm just gonna go to some sort of practice session or something just to show that it's working. Solo time trial 2019. Why not Aston Martin and Austria? So that's basically it. Like, you just create the game manually, use the F1 2018, you put those options in the game, you set the mixer as you want, and it should be working from there. I can already feel it. Yeah, I can already feel something, but it's very light, so very subtle, just the engine. So it's not showing just yet. Just gonna throw a flying lap, and don't mind the driving here because my legs are killing me, and I'm just making it showing. You can see already there, going crazy already, going mental. So there you have it. Like this makes the game like way more enjoyable. You can feel more what's happening around, like you would in any other game. You know, use simvibe, you know how much of an sport. If I turn it off, I just feel like my sim is dead. When I stop talking, I'm just going to drive a bit, you're just going to see the light there. I know it's very hard to kind of show like tactile feedback and how it feels while you drive, but I can tell you it's great. Strip. You can see that it blinks very hard there, very sharp blink. I'm gonna go through this curve here. I can feel on the wheel, and also when you have it working really well in the chassis or in a rig, you can dial down some of the effects and just let the wheel do more of a steering column job instead of showing like a lot of effects on the wheel itself. So you can those knots a bit down and have more room for force feedback where you really want to do it. Leave the rest for the shape, the rest of the job. Now I really feel like I can enjoy the game properly. From Sim Experience will probably be launching like an update soon because I saw some people complaining on the forum there and asking about how to make this game work. And as soon as I finish this testing session here, I'm just gonna go there and upload the video to YouTube and post for them. So they'll be able to enjoy as much as I am right now. I have a DIY setup like shitty. Does the job great though. Less than 1,000, less than €100. And that's it, everybody. Let's shake your butts with the butt kicker or whatever you have. Hope this was informative and you could follow up with all the instructions. If you didn't, just go back and check again that all the steps are there. I did it from scratch and it works. That's it. If you like shitty videos, just stay tuned for mine because they're not shitty like this. You know, all works. Usually works. Another day I'm going to be posting something about the DIY solution for shaker to a super. Thinking about doing this for a while now. Might do this week. Thanks very much. See you on a track.